Welcome to Rochdale. The high-rise apartments of Rochdale, some of them anyway. Real Blackburn vibes. And also Stockport. In many of these towns around Greater Manchester, they thought, you know what? We've demolished the slums, we've got to give these people somewhere to live, and they gave them this. Cities in the sky, they said. So, one thing I've been impressed with Rochdale about, for quite a, a humble town with very, very good car ramming of peace coverage. Which reminds me, I've got a terrorism story to tell you. Something happened yesterday here in Rochdale. So for quite a humble town, wait till you see the town hall. Oh my god, okay, it's silhouetted against the sun, but I'll get you a better shot of that, of course. But we're going to go investigate some 1950s American cars over there. Well, it's a Sunday, so the houses of Jesus are going crazy. And we met the American hot rod owners, who are actually British. And one of them in the Pontiac says he's locked himself out. So let's go see what's going on. And apparently we're told to say hello to Leslie in the pink one. Apparently Leslie also watches my channel, so we'll say hello to Leslie. Let's see what she says. Buick and Pontiac. Look at that. I love it. All right, Leslie. Oh, good. I met your husband. You all right? Thank you very much for watching the channel.
He's always watching you. That's all he ever does.
Nice. So this is a Buick.
Yeah, 1958 Buick Special.
1958 Buick Special. That's amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this is little Ralph. This is Laura. Oh, I like your YouTube cap in the back there. I approve of that. Look at that.
That's my friend, Matt.
Hey. So we hear that the Pontiac owner's locked himself in the car. But being ours, is it a bit easier to...
Well, we've tried with scooter keys, but we couldn't do it, so he's waiting for the other scooter lock to come to see if any of their keys are there.
Yeah. I love these 50s cars with the white rubber on the tyres. I think that's great. Very good. Pontiac, Oakland, San... How do I pronounce that? San Jacinto?
Yes.
San Jacinto Police. I'm sure I've seen them on YouTube with body cam, good footage. Very nice. England! Those bells. The bells of love, of truth, of Christ, of God, of Christianity, of England on a Sunday. What a racket. It's a nice racket. Well, viewers, the scary spectre of Islamic terrorism returns to Greater Manchester. Last night, armed British police, in conjunction with special forces, probably the SAS. How do I know this? I researched it and I've seen video. Neighbours of the people arrested have posted video, and there are what I can describe as battle-hardened soldiers amongst the armed police, wearing camouflage and with the commando short version of the M4 carbine semi-automatic rifle. Now, I know I'm filming regular police up ahead here, but I don't know if I'm to be reassured or terribly alarmed that special forces of the British Army are making arrests of Islamic extremists. Now, arrests were made in Manchester, the centre of Greater Manchester, in Stockport, here in Rochdale where we are right now, and Swindon, and also London, but mostly here in Greater Manchester. So once again, a few years after the 22 people murdered in the massive Ariana Grande bomb, it all comes back. Hooray, hooray, hip, hooray, hooray, hooray. Window shopping, great idea, cyclist lady. There we go, let's try 20 times zoom. Don't be alarmed, police people. Literally a man on the street, certainly not an Islamic extremist, holding a little photon device, that's all. Now, back in the day, Rochdale Council would be in the town hall, the one with the clock tower. But for some reason, those amazing Gothic, harking back to the 1600s Victorian revival. Town hall wasn't good enough for them. So at the cost of many tens of millions, they built number 1 Riverside as the Rochdale Council offices. And again, I filmed here before many years ago, coming to have a look, and it's a veritable fortress of, you know, bored security guards. Jobs for the boys, jobs for the boys. Everyone's got a job here, but it's not free money. It's paid for by you, the taxpayer. May bank holidays, yeah, yada yada. Wait a minute. Tomorrow's a bank holiday. Hey! Another filming day where the normies are out and about, enriching city centres and not being stuck in an office. The river is so pretty here in Rochdale that they've fully covered it. As you can see, the river just... Where is it? It's underground. Be ashamed of your riverways. Don't look at the Canada Goose. Sorry, carry on. Don't be alarmed. But this council offices here, like, you know, in a major city like Manchester, Leeds, Liverpool, London, I can understand. But out here in Rochdale, they've even landscaped the river a bit. Think of the expense. But, you know, one thing politicians love doing is spending other people's money. You can't bankrupt yourself if it's not your own money. Just spend other people's money. No problem. So many tens of millions spent, so many politicians, so many councillors, probably run by Reform now, at least. But not a single one of them thought to come and collect the plastic, the metal, the wheel, the tyre, the half bottle of whatever the hell that is there. They're like, no, we just want posh offices. Let's see, what's this poor Canada Goose going to bite on now? Probably going to get some plastic. Get some plastic in your gut. Get some microplastics in. That's what he's hunting for now. Maybe a used condom. Go on, swallow that. There you go. Pigeon romance next to an abandoned chapati or naan bread. Oh, what's going on here? Wetherspoons, the McDonald's of the British pubs. The Regal Moon Free House. Proper 1930s vibe here. I like it. Look at the mixture of old classical sandstone buildings and 1960s brutalist horror. Now, let's give the viewers some context. We're going to go back to the town hall shortly, because we've not covered that enough. What we're going to do now is go towards the railway station, and I'm fascinated with the idea of Drake Street shops. So we're going to go check it out. This way. And it's a Sunday afternoon. It's sunny enough. And the place is a zombie apocalypse once again. 28 years later. It's not live. I'll go out later. I film it in better quality than live. YouTube as well. Charlie Veach on YouTube. Veach with a V for victory. Thanks, mate. Rochdale in the olden days. Job Centre Plus. Bit of town hall, and look at that. Look at all those people. There's a police station at the far end there. That's worth a gander afterwards. Anyway, we're on Drake Street. Drake Street. Or Rake Street. Rake Street. We'll get some shops. They're all closed though. Oh, it's okay. The vape shop's open. There's at least that. Now, just absorb the sights and sounds of, well, you can see for yourself, a completely failed high street. Not even the tattoo parlor's open. I'm gonna ask someone, where is everyone? It's a weekend. Eerie, guys. Scary, even. Follow it this way for the Drake Street shops. What shops? Well, this one's been blown to pieces. And what is this? What is this? What is this? I'm getting E-Type Jaguar vibes. What is it? Is it meant to be art? Corporate roundabout art? Ay, ay, ay. What is it? Oh, here we go. Engine, man driving and flat cap, GRP monocoque. Much better than the stereo cock, that's for sure. Flying mile, 102 miles an hour. Probably something historical to do with the automotive industry here in Rochdale, which I don't believe exists anymore. But guys, this is Drake Street, and I hope you've enjoyed the Drake Street shopping experience as much as I have. Is this a real place? Like, pianos and accordions on Drake Street? Seriously? This can't be a real place. Last time I checked, the accordion industry was in decline. I have found something a little bit nicer. It's the Rochdale mural mosaic. Yeah, it's alright. It's okay. I would have a seat, but I don't like a hard wood seat on my bottom. Now, talking of really awful corporate roundabout art, see this polished steel, dirty, lighty thingy? Probably cost tens of thousands to commission that. And Peter Freeman, he's free now after earning his 80 grand for this industrial. Peter Freeman's running all the way to the bank. Go on, Pete. Join Rick as he battles the forces of the Walking Dead. Faces off with Negan and other cult leaders. Okay, we're back in this pedestrianised shopping drag here. It's good to at least see some human beings walking around. I was worried I was going to have to hide my zombie bite for even longer from the group. Such a zombie movie trope, eh? One of them gets bitten by either the vampire or the zombie and has to hide the bite until near the end of the movie, until a critical moment when they're all locked somewhere safe, and then that's when you turn into a zombie or a vampire. Not until then. Okay, so we've got the White Lion here on the right. We've got Farm Foods here on the left. I've walked to the top of, I don't know what it is. Oh yeah. What's this street called, this main drag?
Yorkshire Street.
Yorkshire Street. So I received a phone call, so apologies that the last clip just cut out suddenly. But the man confirmed this is one of the main shopping drags. Again, it's what's the issue here? Proximity to Manchester, quick trains, quick tram into Manchester. So why would you shop in a place like this? I don't know. Maybe all these towns need to stop trying to be mini cities, and they should just throw the towel in and turn into residential hubs with fast transport to the main city. Just an idea, because it's awfully expensive for the taxpayer trying to run all these places with their own councils, own police forces, all this and that, all the admin of being a place. I say just turn it all into houses, the whole thing. Put a high-speed train in, boom, everyone's happy. I'm just doing a YouTube video. Is it okay if I film it?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So what's the story on the pram?
We just give food out to the homeless, the single parents, pensioners, anybody struggling on the streets. We just give our food out and just help the families in need.
That's wonderful.
Thank you
No, that's
very
really
much, yeah.
sweet of you, man. Now keep up the good work. And
Thank you. What's your name?
Charlie,
Charlie, nice to meet you, Charlie.
nice to meet you.
Hello.
I live in Lancashire,
Yeah,
so
send us your link, yeah?
I will do.
Yeah.
No, thank you. That's great. I was gonna question Mohammed why he was flying the Palestinian flag next to the British flag, but he was such a nice guy, spending his time giving out free food to the vulnerable. Can't argue with them. Crackhead. And then we've got the... pretend I'm checking my teeth. Yeah, looking for money. Just had a chat with a couple that she tried to sell her big bottle of stolen fabric softener. She's getting all scratchy faced, you know, like, oh, I've not injected for 5 hours. And I said to that couple, because you wouldn't buy her stolen fabric softener, she can't buy her drugs now. And we all had a nice rib tickler. We all looked at each other, and then the man said, oh, these poor vulnerable people, blah, 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 we need to help them. So I thought I'll throw in a line. I said, look, the older I get, the more brutal I feel towards people who don't want to help themselves. And he goes, oh yeah, me too, me too, me too. So everyone's thinking it, but no one's gonna do anything. Because as the internet meme goes, nothing ever happens. Hampton and Upper Banks. Very nice. In fact, someone's at least building something in central Rochdale. That's good to know. So, as Ralph leads the way here in this pram, we've got to go down the ramp. Here at the Riverside Shopping Complex, whatever it's called up ahead. In fact, I'll wait till I'm a bit closer. So M&S to the left, next, clothes shopping to the right, and there I was, having a big poo in the customer toilets in M&S, and 2 police arrive. Police arrive, they start speaking to the staff, and then, you know that big gaggle of police we filmed this morning? In fact, let's do a quick zoom. They're still there, and they're going into all the businesses here. And it says on the news that Greater Manchester Police are going to the specific targets of that foiled terrorist plot and letting them know with specialist officers. So I'm just wondering if this little centre here was a target because the police are going into shops here. And you never see police just milling around, looking at shops, talking to the staff. Not really. But again, Charlie, take your tinfoil hat off. You've seen 2 cops go into a clothes shop. It could be anything. Good news is the AA, Automobile Association, is there to open up the Pontiac. Road cycling. There we go. So this gentleman, he can get into his Buick, no problem. But Johnny Cash fan, he's got no chance. The AA man's never seen a Pontiac in his life. He's like, sorry, we're going to need a can opener to get into your car. Yeah, hey Leslie, okay.
All right, darling.
Oh good. Do you reckon he's going to do it?
Yeah.
He's just explaining. Look at this, I'm giving a free advert for the AA here, look. So it's a lot of classic scooters, and they're here at the pub, and good to see the St. George's flag. Now, do you never get worried about, you know, you obviously an Englishman, you like a beer. Do you never get worried you're going to get breathalyzed after a day out?
Not really, because in the 50s you could have a few drinks. It still applies if you drive a 50s car.
Ah, so in 2025, if you drive a 1950s car, it's still by 1952 rules?
Oh, of course, yeah, you can have about 4 pints. You know?
4 or 5 pints, as long as you can drive straight. My late father, who passed away a couple of months ago, he was a sailor and liked his drink, Scottish sailor. He once got pulled over in Peebles in the Scottish borders. The policeman goes, oh, excuse me, sir, could you step out the car, please? And he goes, step out the car, I can hardly drive. So you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Drive an old 1950s hot rod, you can have 5 pints. Please know that we are joking, viewers, you know, because someone's going to drink 5 pints in a 1950 Morris Minor and then... Charlie said it was okay. Hello.
Back in the day, you could drink and drive. You didn't have any seatbelts, so...
Yeah.
There's a song though, isn't there? The one that have a drink and a drive and go out and...
Yeah. And also, 95% of all crashes are caused by sober drivers.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful, yeah.
One of them cars, it's 1950s
What have we here? Is that a Sony? Sony FX3 or something like that?
FX6.
FX6, look at that.
The bigger brother.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Imagine having a what?
You know a bit about cameras?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I've got a couple of real cameras, but for my daily YouTube, it's too dangerous to bring them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start trouble here and there, eh?
Yeah. I was going to go film some scooters, but I don't want to miss the money shot in case the AA man gets into the Buick. Or Pontiac. If he breaks the car, does he have to pay for it?
Well, he's got a disclaimer apparently.
A disclaimer? All right.
Anyway, what idiot left the keys in there?
You.
Okay, we're on, guys. As my channel is a sausage party, 95% men, we like our machines. And the drone is on his way to, look at this little guy, look at that. Look at that. It's so cool. Away you go! Okay, there's a bit of copyrighted music, so we're going to be clever about this. We're going to keep chopping and changing the tracks here. Adidas, olive green, why not? Vespa. You've got here the original Mr. Nice Guy, but my personal favourite, Brody Mouse the Patriot. Look at that. Pennine Posers, Mod Culture Association. All RAF, Ben Sherman, Union flag. He's managed to avoid many skid marks on his helmet, which means he practices very safe riding. Whoa! More arriving now. Look at this. Look at that. That's a great one.
He's a very nice man. He's a very, very nice man.
Breaking news, the AA man has successfully entered. He has penetrated the impenetrable barrier of a locked door. He's in.
Easy, Tiger.
He's got the whole crowd of people dogging here, watching the man. They're all stood around. And he's in, so. Big thanks to all those sweet scooter and 1950s vehicle people. Very friendly drone man, cameraman as well, very friendly. Says he's seen a few videos on the channel, so thank you very much, drone man. Now, such a nice town hall. I was wondering if you can go in. Can we go in and have a look? Oh yeah, cool. Hey man, is it okay to have a look? Oh, thank you, that's great. Open to the public, see that guys? Open to the public. Thank you. Wow. They just don't build town halls like they used to, do they? Like, imagine the cost of building this nowadays. This place is fire. Not just the fireplace, it's old council chambers. Maybe my big ranting about that new council building, they might move back in here. I know what politicians are like. They like their egos. And so, yeah, they probably would rather be in here. But I've just met there's a restaurant, some good chefs here in Rochdale Town Hall. Just met one of the chefs, Hakan. Very, very friendly man. And I've promised him that we'll come for lunch here one day. Lunchtime, because evenings are hard with a baby. But Hakan, thank you.
Shut that baby up.
Impressive town hall. And I turned to Laura and I said, see that war memorial over there? Are those flags made of concrete? And we both looked at it and we're like, yeah, I've never seen stunt flags before. I don't want to call them fake flags, but they're certainly not made of canvas or cotton. Strange. Okay, now welcome to Oldham, another satellite town in Greater Manchester. We're looking at some big abandoned building here that you can see from the tram line. I'm just parked here and free Pedestrian. It's all closed down. There's like one person on the road. Let's turn the camera around. Where's everyone? It's a weekend. It's not only a weekend. Oh, the pub's shut down, boarded up. Hello. Someone's shouting at me. So he looks a bit special, so hopefully he'll come and shout at me and I can give you guys some proper content. But yeah, where is everyone? Just a man on his wall. Come on, mate. He's got to put his back into it. He's got to run at it with his shoulders. Well, what can we say about Oldham? Well, in 2001, there were really bad race riots here between the South Asian Muslim community and the white working classes. There were many days of really violent confrontations and fights. And you don't hear about it much now, for obvious reasons. We don't like to remember race riots in this country. They're very bad, okay? Bad, very bad. Similar to, whoa, Duvel. There's like a Belgian beer place, but it looks, in fact, curiosity killed the Charlie. Let's go see what's going on with this. Oh, it's a boarded up, nice looking pub. Think of the days when Oldham was full of working Englishmen who would like to have a beer after a long shift. And this is a nice looking building for it. But I don't think anyone's going to be beering in here today. No. Most impressive building so far is this monstrosity, the Mecca Bingo. No wonder they had race riots here when the whiteys were naming their bingo after the holiest city in Islam. What? How could those evil white people name their bingo hall after that? Now, of course, we know the word Mecca has many uses, many meanings. Mecca to me, what does Mecca mean to me? Like a kind of hub, a kind of a place where you go, like a kind of, if it was like a, you could say somewhere that specializes in making tennis rackets, you could go to the tennis racket Mecca. And this must be the police station. I feel like auditing Britain. Here's a memorial for police officer Alison Armitage, who was killed in the line of duty in 2001, and I've just read the story. She was working as a plainclothes undercover police officer dealing with car thefts here in Oldham, and she was trying to detain a car thief, and he wrestled with her. She got knocked down, and he drove over her, then he reversed over her, causing her multiple injuries for which she later died. What a scumbag. Alison was 29 years old. Here is the cop shop itself. Beautiful 1970s architecture. Ah, the long tradition of corporate public art, corporate roundabout art, Oldham Metropolitan Borough. Look at that. You'd think it was a meteorite, but no, it's...
How are you doing, mate?
I'm very well, how are you? Oh, thank you very much. I'm doing a video in Oldham, so tonight, hopefully. Nice one. That's it. Cheers, mate. All the best. So, you want a hunk of... There's a man with good taste. Do you want a hunk of meteorite? Now, Jesus. Anyway, who can forget this logo here? Jamie, pull it up. Pull it up, Jamie. There were some other civil disturbances in Oldham about 10-15 years ago. Very famous clip of a guy from, I think, Press TV, some Iranian news channel. They have it in English. And the local drunk guy, he was like, "What's that logo? What's that logo? It's the all-seeing eye." And the Press TV guy's like, "I think it's Oldham City Council logo." And the guy's like, "No, you're gonna kill us all with Muslimic ray guns." Muslimic ray guns, guys. And we come up the hill a bit more to more decay, dystopia, and degeneration. And that probably, it's in good nick, so it's probably a government building. When you think of Oldham Local Council, you immediately think of corruption. They've had many issues with corrupt Labour politicians, corrupt politicians of South Asian descent. It's just a lot of corruption. And what's the saying? They look after their own. Jobs for the boys. And oof, it's all getting a bit... I don't know. This isn't the future I think any of us imagined in this like multi-culty shitty architecture, downwardly mobile, polishing a turd. Now, if you're from Oldham, if you're from Rochdale, I do apologise, but I bet you've got a few bad things to say about these places. Again, it's about the people, and without hard-working, successful people, you're just not gonna get the shops. You're not. Let's see how Holland and Barrett's doing. Oh, that's still open. Gambling. And you know, when Shoe Zone and Bright House have closed their doors, you know things are bad. And at the Civic Centre, you know when the favela slum arrives, things are very bad. So I'm walking along saying, you know, I hope I don't bump into any Oldham people, and I've bumped into one. What's your name?
Josh.
Hey Josh, how you doing? And Josh has got great taste. He says, hey Charlie, like your videos. So Josh, how old are you?
18.
18. So in the last, say, 8 years, how's Oldham been, really?
It's just deteriorated completely. I mean, if you just look at the high street, for example, there's nothing there anymore. There's nothing to do in Oldham. It used to be full of lovely people, and it's just been run down completely, like, in recent years.
And I know you're very young. I wish I was 18 again, but can you think of any solutions that they could do, like simple things they could do in this town?
Just put more money in. The council don't put enough money into the central of Oldham, to be honest, because, like I said, there's not much to do, and most people don't even come into Oldham anymore. Like, all my friends rarely come into Oldham. We'd probably rather go to Manchester instead, even though that's probably not in a much better state.
Let me guess, you're going to the public transport now to go into Manchester now, aren't you?
Yeah, that's what I will be doing, because there's no point staying around here.
No, it's like these towns now is only for YouTubers like myself to come round and just go mad at the place.
And make fun out of it because of how rubbish it is.
It is. Well, Joshua,
dreadful, yeah.
Thank you very much, young man.
Okay.
Thank you very much. All the best to you.
All the best.
Have a good day, and you'll see yourself on the video tonight, hopefully.
Okay, yeah.
Take it easy, Josh. See you, man. See you, dude.
See you.
Thank you once again to young Josh. Before we go on to the fabled high street, of which he is talking about, where there's no shops and nothing to do, I'll tell you one thing which doesn't help. When you have a policy of multiculturalism, and then a place like Blackburn or Burnley or Oldham or Rochdale, half the population has one culture, the other half has a totally different culture. Never the two shall meet. And it's like cutting the population of the town in half. Let's hunt for a thumbnail. Okay guys, prepare thy anuses. First chipboard block. We're gonna do the high street, guys. Wasn't so impressed with Rochdale High Street. Let's see what Oldham. Much better than Newham. But now it's so multicultural here. The ham in Oldham is halal ham. It's turkey ham. Yep. Concrete, paved over, hellscape, and there's no trees. Okay, there's the trees behind over there, but here, where I am, no trees. Gambling, gambling. In fact, is that 3 gamblings in a row? No. Oh, I've got to investigate the Greggs outlet. Laura and I drove past the Greggs outlet store. Now, I know designer outlet, Marks & Spencer outlet, Armani outlet, Cheshire Oaks outlet. You get last season's designer goods, almost at internet prices. Anyone fancy a gamble? What's that? You're not Chinese? You're not going to gamble? What's that? And, well, I'm struggling to understand. A Greggs outlet. Speaking of the Chinese, they even give an anti-gambling warning to the poor Chinese. Come on, Chinese guy. You're allowed to spend a maximum of 500 quid. Or President Xi Jinping will come here and disappear you all into a Beijing jail. Greggs outlet. It is cheaper though. It is cheaper. Hey guys, you right? Oh, good mate. So I'm gonna find out. Oh wait, there's a lady. One sec. Sorry. Greggs outlet. Can I'm doing a YouTube video. Can I have a look inside? Oh, thank you. Very kind of you. How are you? Now, I understand a designer outlet like Armani, but what is a Greggs outlet?
So basically, we sell food from the day before at a reduced price.
Ah.
To help like unprivileged like communities.
Ah, so for people that can't afford the daily Gregs, you get yesterday's Gregs. That's a good idea. Thank you very much. Cheers for that. Name's Charlie Veach on YouTube if you want to check it out. Cheers. Now we know, guys, Greg's Outlet is yesterday's sausage rolls, yesterday's chicken bakes, yesterday's jam-filled donuts. Now I know, and I can finally tell Laura. And despite her sectarian facial coverings, the young lady in the Greg's Outlet was very friendly to me, so thank you, young lady. Tommy Field Market closed. Whatever all that is. Primark. Wait, there's a Primark. Closed. Everything along there? Closed. The bin. Ooh. Closed. Okay, so you guys are free to go make a cup of tea, put the kettle on, because we're going to walk down here. You're going to get a bit of Radio Charlie with 4K 30 FPS footage. I could stop and start, but when I do that, something happens, and then I get accused by not just my viewers, but there have been incidents in the past where the police have said to me, Charlie, why did you cut out the good bits? I was like, no, I didn't cut out the good bits. I just stopped and started and I missed the good bit. And the police are like, oh, thanks, that really helps us with our evidence gathering and, you know, data analysis. I'm like, yeah, you're welcome, no problem. Last time I was here, there was a kids' play area here. That's all been ripped up. All the cobblestones have been ripped up, stacked over here, as you can see. And if you didn't think... Hello guys, you okay? Recognised by some... Yeah, of course you can. Correction, Primark is open from the main bit. I think I want to go that way. I think Laura is that way. Laura and baby Ralph. And I'll tell you something quite funny about Europe and multiculturalism. Germany historically has taken a lot of Turks, a lot of Turkish immigrants. I don't know why, and I don't know why Holland took a lot of Indonesian immigrants. I think maybe Holland colonized Indonesia, I think. But why the Germans have so many Turks to the point where now you want German food? You want German food? You're getting a kebab. McDonald's, Heron Foods, more gambling, William Hill Gambling, charity shop, Subway, Wetherspoons pub, looking okay. Always demand for beer when it's not raining. Sit outside. Nice old building, little uphill. And I think the Oldham Council, big office buildings are down here. We must say hello and thank you and praise Billy Moore. Hey guys, you alright? Oh good mate. Admiring your fat tyres. Yeah.
You're the guy off, you're the guy online, aren't you?
Yeah. Nice one, man.
What is it, you're covering in Oldham?
Just the collapse, decay, dystopia, you know, usual stuff, yeah.
Be positive then.
Well, I try and do a little bit of positive. Can I film you guys? So look at his fat tyres. Oh, can you pause the copyrighted music? Otherwise YouTube will cut my shekels.
I'll reduce that.
So tell us anyway, say hello, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Jim Bob.
Jim Bob.
Welcome to Oldham.
Thank you very much. Are you GoProing your adventures today?
GoProing, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, and
from a park.
it's an electric assisted mountain bike.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got a hardtail, fat. You don't need rear suspension with those tyres, do you?
No, absolutely not.
So my viewers will be wondering, as I am, what is the benefits of such fat tyres?
So, well, it's actually not much benefit because there's more surface area.
Yeah,
so when you're pedalling, it's quite difficult.
Wind resistance.
Without, we obviously, more resistance. But with the pedal assist, it makes life a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in terms of like going up and down curbs and off road, is it?
It's pretty good.
Is it pretty good? Yeah.
And sanders, as well, yeah.
Yeah, I used to do downhill, downhill bikes, big like 40-inch forks in the Alps, Leger, Morzine, until I snapped my shoulder falling off the bike.
No way.
But every time I see that, it reminds me of my youth and having fun.
Yeah.
But it was a very, how do I put this? A very sausage heavy sport.
Yeah.
We were going out in the French Alps, and we'd be in bars, we'd be like 150 guys and not one girl. And so in your experience, is the mountain biking community very male?
Predominantly males, yes, absolutely, yes.
I wonder
Unless
why.
it's family orientated, and you encourage your partners or your children, the females in the family to buy bikes. But other than that, yeah, predominantly males, as you can tell.
Well, I've just told the story of breaking my shoulder really badly. I don't think I'm going to attract anyone to the sport. But
would you like a drink?
A drink? No, thank you.
Would you like some food?
No, thanks. It's very kind of you to offer, but thank you. I better carry on. Thank you, mate. Can I shake your hand? Thank you, sir. Just chatting to our mountain bike friend Jamil off camera, and he runs a store. Let's give him a plug. Jim Bob's.
Dedicated vape store in Oldham called Jim Bob's.
So when you're in Oldham, you need nicotine to survive this town.
And big shout to R&R Performance.
Thank you. Thanks, Jamil. There they go. The merry mountain bike men of Oldham. And they were quite merry. So thank you to Jamil for the impromptu interview.
What are you looking for?
Oh, everything. Just doing a YouTube video. Can I film you?
Why?
Oh, because I'm doing a video about people and the town. And
Oh, that's right.
Can we get an interview with you? Oh, mate. I thought we were vibing. That guy that just came up to me smelt like an Amsterdam coffee shop. Hey Jamie, pull up the Muslimic ray guns video. The viewers don't know what I'm talking about. Muslimic ray guns. Pull it up, Jamie. Now, is an area really down and out until you've got hobos stood around burning wood and other street furniture in an old oil drum? Now, I've seen the movies from America in the 70s and 80s, and it's been seared into my mind. The hobos rubbing their fingerless gloves above the fire in the steel drum. Oh yeah, and it's the 4th of May, so may the force be... May the 4th... May the force be with you.